All right, D-Roy, I told you this was not a one-hit wonder. We're back for Season 5, Episode 4 now of 2024. We're here, buddy. We're not going away.
Episode 5, document, Chapter 3, A New Beginning, Adam and Derek take on society.
We're here again, so.
Yeah, well, all I have to do is show up when you're here. That's when you're working, and then you don't want to work, so I can pick an excuse that you come podcast with me, and then here 20 minutes or whatever when Jimmy shows up for the other podcast, you got to go back to work because the hot seat's full.
I got to keep the lights on.
I think we got a system.
Hey, a system works for me, man. So, hey, how you doing, buddy?
You know, I'm doing all right.
Yeah,
it's a good week. If as people are listening to this is probably a month in the past, but the Super Bowl week, Adam.
Oh yeah,
nothing better. I love some football, but the best part is we got a big party. We get together as a family. I print out the prop sheet. I send over to everybody.
Prop sheet.
I get a prize. I take off Monday because it's a holiday, so we stay up late. We do it right. Doesn't really matter who wins or loses. I think we got some more affiliation with the Chiefs as a family, but I really don't. That's the great thing. I got my college football team, but then in the NFL, I don't like everybody. I either like them or hate them from probably their college days, but I don't have a team. I could sit down any random Sunday at any time during the season and have an interest in the game. It drives my wife nuts because, you know, she's got friends who, their husband's a diehard Vikings fan or you know.
Your father-in-law, he was quite the
Packers guy. Or, you know, our buddy Painter's a big Dolphin man, whatever. And they'll just watch that game, and that's all they got to watch.
Yeah.
I can sit down from morning till sundown, watch every game and have interest in it.
Oh, yeah.
Because I don't love nor hate the team necessarily, but I love watching the game, and I'm at level. I think we're both bigger college football fans. It comes down to it.
Yeah.
But on the pro level, they're just so good and so fast, and it's like watching, it's like watching a car engine go. The mechanics and timing and all that, it's just amazing.
It's a win-win for you.
So we got that coming up this weekend. I've been, getting all the stuff together, getting ready for the big party.
I'll ask you this. Is it a good thing or bad thing that Taylor Swift's name is brought up in this?
It's a great thing.
Exactly.
It's a great thing. You can get me on a tangent.
That's the whole idea.
Yeah. And this isn't about reselling, but it is. Everything can come back to reselling, and we'll get it there. But, yeah, anybody, I get controversy creates cash. We've said that for a while, right?
You are the king of controversy.
And the NFL doesn't necessarily need more viewers because they run, in America, they run the roost.
Yes.
But internationally,
there's room to grow.
There's always room to grow. Taylor Swift is selling out these stadiums by one person.
Yes.
She's selling out these NFL stadiums and beyond, same size internationally. And it brings more eyes to the game. My wife could care less about the game, like we've said most times. My mother-in-law could really, I'm trying to keep it clean, could really give two rat's tails about football in general. Like you said, her husband was a big Packers fan, and she didn't care.
Yeah.
Did not care. I mean, but now she says, what are you guys doing for the Super Bowl?
Oh, yeah.
Because she's interested. She likes the Kelsey brothers.
Oh, yeah.
She likes the mom, and she likes Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
And now she cares, and she's going to watch the Super Bowl. How many other people are in that same boat of daughters and wives that actually have interest now because
this guy right here,
because of this storyline, right?
Yeah.
And how many people are so sick of, I hear at work, I'm tired of them State Farm commercials.
Oh, yeah.
McNuggies, whatever. I like Andy Reid. You like Andy Reid.
Man.
We're big Andy Reid guys.
He's my guy.
But I get it when somebody's hot. Like it was Peyton Manning a few years ago.
Oh, yeah.
Tom Brady was never really, he's trying now, but he was never really the media face, the darling. But you got the Manning brothers, and you go back even to O.J. Simpson jumping over the Hertz rental car. Whenever somebody is the hot thing,
you run with it.
They're going to get exploited. So there's tons. Every other commercial's got Kelsey or Mahomes on it right now, and I get it. If you don't like them or care for them, it's right in your face. So now I got people at work. I just hope they get beat and they spend too much time. While I recorded these commercials instead of actually working. But when you have Andy Reid say, tell me about the Nuggies, how don't you put a smile on your face?
Perfect example. I was on my way to work this morning, stopped at the gas station, and the Subway commercial comes on about the sidekicks, and Travis Kelce's in the Subway commercial on the gas station pump.
Yeah, then you got the people with the Pfizer vaccine.
Mr. Pfizer.
Mr. Pfizer from Aaron Rodgers, who that's a whole other thing. But I mean, if anything, it gets his name out there. The best part, and it's happened a few times, is there's this game on social media world where the ladies would go to the man and record. I guess this guy's a pretty good ball player. Now he's finally getting famous because he's dating Taylor. It's so great to see that he's finally getting some recognition. And they would just lose it. Like, he's been an all-pro. It's fun. And vice versa. People are saying, I guess this Taylor Swift's dating this football player and getting some attention now. This might actually sell some tickets to get some extra guys. But no, I think anything, if you get ladies involved, and this is where people, I don't know. I think people are stupid and narrow-sighted because for us to sell, I've sold Kansas City stuff this year. I've sold more than I would have because I'm selling women's hoodies that I've got at the Nice Place to Shop or whatever. And now, since Taylor's wearing it at the game and that's the girl, that's the Swiftie,
oh yeah,
they're going to buy it. And why limit yourself to not sell to that audience? And the other thing is, like, why don't, like, this was our thing, and now, like, why don't you want your wife involved on Sunday saying, hey, let's go watch the game?
Yeah.
And your daughters or whatever saying, if they learn about it, it's just more fans. It helps it perpetually grow.
Yeah.
It's not just an all-boys club. It shouldn't be just an all-boys club. You go to a lot of games, and I do, too, during the regular college football season, as I've said about 5 times now. But it's fun to be in the stand, and I like going with you. It's we're buddies. It's going. We're catching up. It's friends. There's people that do the same. They've been doing it for years. You see old guys there together. But it's always nice when you see a family. I know you took your daughter. Our buddies take their daughter. Like, we see that bonding aspect of something that you have in common and some interest, and that's really what football is for me. It's a game. It's a sport. It's fun to watch. But really, I get to sit down and bond with my family, and you get to have stuff that brings you together. And so if that's Taylor Swift, good.
Right. It was the Utah Jazz for your grandma for a long time.
Oh, it still is.
Yeah.
You're over at Granny's house and the Jazz are coming up. You best get up and get going because we got stuff to do. We got business to take care of. You're gonna sit down, watch the game, and learn a few new phrases. But I think it's a good thing.
I think it is too. My daughter's the same way. It was funny because she's very outspoken. This last week through one of the organizing speaker. A guy that used to play in the NFL with the Eagles, he came and spoke with our youth group, and there's kind of some things about life. And of course, my daughter, she's the one that raises her hand. Do you know Travis Kelce? And everyone starts laughing. Of course, he does because he played with her brother, and it's a small world. But at what other point are you going to get my daughter asking a question about a football player?
Exactly.
So it's all good.
Yeah, it's good, and it brings attention. It brings money. The people that say they've put too much time, like the same people that are complaining that she's got too much TV time, she's the biggest star in the world.
Oh, yeah.
Like, they couldn't pay her to show up at the stadium and cheer for any other, like, the publicity alone there.
Yeah.
But you got to think when it was Eminem, nobody cares.
Yeah.
When it's, you go down the line, it's Jack Nicholson at Lakers games. That's cool. Jack's at the game. He's sitting courtside. It's, you look over in New York and you got Spike Lee. Nobody cares. But because it's Taylor Swift and they either don't like her music or her politics or she's ruining the game because now Kelsey's not playing well. Like, it was the same, who was there? Rodgers dating Danica Patrick or somebody like that a few years back. It was the same, she's ruining him. He's not as good as he was. I mean, come on, people. Like, just get outside that bubble and find a way to, that's my thing, find a way to capitalize on it because you can only sell so much and do so much, but that's a whole new, I'm telling you, women's Chiefs apparel,
a whole new market.
Took a spike, and nothing was really taking a spike there for a while. So
yeah,
that's where I'm at on it. I'll speak now. I've been a Swiftie since the beginning, though, Adam. As I speak now, I have a CD that I found in a car that I bought once or somewhere at a thrift shop, and it just.
Well, I know we talked. You had some tickets of hers that didn't you lose a little spoilage on?
No, I didn't.
Oh, that was Katy Perry.
There was a few.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've ever heard Bad Blood, Adam, but that was they had some bad blood there. I think they've mended fences.
Okay.
No, the Katy Perry, I actually ended up making money. It was like a last minute sell for these fifth row tickets, and me and my wife were up in the upper bowl.
Yeah,
because that's where we sit. But that's.
Yeah, I knew that there was some kind of.
I wanted to get on the Taylor Swift ticket. This tour, I was late to the party.
Okay.
And it was like it crashed Ticketmaster.
Yeah.
Then they did this lottery, and you had to get your number drawn. Our friend Waddy up in Seattle got some tickets and took his wife, and he got them at face value on the lottery, and he was seeing what they were going up to as it got closer to the event, and he was just texting me, and he's like, "But there's no way I can sell them because my wife will kill me." But it was like I mean, thousands of dollars, thousands. And I thought, had I known, I would have just sat home and entered all these lotteries and just resold the tickets. But, that's now I'll know better next time.
Now you know, and knowing is half the battle, my friend.
I don't know if there will be a next time. I don't know, because it's one of those generational things. The girls the tweens are just at that right age where it's like your peak fandom. And
did you just say it? Did you just announce it that they're getting married and she's pregnant? Is that what you just told us?
So I heard it's going to happen at the Super Bowl. They're going to come out at halftime after Usher, and they're going to announce he's going to propose. There's actually a prop bet that you can bet on that, which it's not going to. It's not going to happen. If you want to make money, that's an easy money bet. Not going to happen. Go on Clout and find Adam, or Cut. Was it Cut? Cut. Yeah, find Adam and make that bet. I don't think that she's with child. I don't know. Don't know. Haven't been there.
They've been involved in the interaction.
Yeah, they're going to endorse political parties at the Super Bowl, all this kind of stuff. And it's like, just a couple rungs down the ladder. They're just kids having fun, dating, and whether or not it's this whole ruse, publicity stunt, or whether or not it's true love, like, why is that any of your business? It doesn't matter. I don't think it, like, she doesn't, that's the thing. What's she getting out of this? No, she's the root. Like, I get with NFL, I get with Travis Kelce, but what's she getting? A bunch of NFL fans that hate her? Like, come on.
It's all part of life. Life is an interesting journey for all of us every single way. So, well, that's our Super Bowl, little Super Bowl talk.
Who do you got, Adam? Who's your pick for the game?
Oh, I've got my boy, brother Andy. Brother Andy, he's going to pull one off again for me.
No, he was talking about cheeseburger places.
I did, yeah.
He's got his top 3. In-N-Out was on the list. Controversial with people.
Yeah. I had In-N-Out last week, so.
I enjoy it.
Huh?
There's a theory out there that the reason their fries suck so bad is it makes the burger taste better, because you're like, oh, these aren't that great of fries, and then you have the burger, like, this is really good. So, I don't know.
Like I said, controversy creates cash, and that's sure what they do. So, yeah, I think that brother Andy's going to go out and do it. But I could see San Francisco winning it too. I mean, you never know. That's why they play the game.
And do you still have that pullover coat that got returned? Kind of thing.
I actually do.
Time to get that up, Adam. Like yesterday,
it's still sitting in the closet. Actually,
that's a hot mover right now.
Man, I should. I thought about that one. I'd sell it twice. Yeah, man. That was my death threat letters. Wow,
was kind of a touch and go there for a minute.
That was a little scary there. That's what you go through on a regular basis. And
a little bit, but the things lately have been. I didn't know that you were sending this internationally. Can you not ship that? Or they'll buy it. They want to know, like, what's the length of it and stuff. I'm like, you paid for this. I'm not.
Yeah.
This is stuff you asked beforehand.
Yes.
And I just ignore you because I'm a bad seller right now. But anyway, yeah, it's always good. It's always good to remember playoff teams, sports teams. Football's over, but we got baseball starting up. We got, I think NASCAR's starting up here. You get these different sports, different seasons, NHL, basketball's going. But you kind of pay attention, and once a team hits the playoffs, like, for example, the Lions, how cheap could you have bought Lions stuff for last year, Adam?
Cheap.
And then once they're finally in the playoffs for the first time in about our lifetime, about 30 years, and then they actually advanced, there's people that were just buying because they're fans, their family's always been fans, it's hot in the city, it's a bandwagon thing, whatever.
Yeah.
They're going to the party and they need a new shirt or a new hat. If you'd have bought that 5 years ago, you were doing good. So
you're buying lottery tickets because they didn't know if they were ever going to be good.
They'll get there eventually. That's the thing, though. It's so cyclical that eventually you don't want to just hoard up and have nothing to move like the Browns or something. But say you go get you a good deal on some stuff. And there's always fans. They're going to be going to games and stuff. That stuff always kind of sells.
Yeah.
But once it hits they hit the playoffs or they hit a hot streak or whatever, man, you're printing money at that point.
It goes. It definitely, the money starts flowing, D-Roy.
Yeah.
Well, other than that, what else are you up to? What you got any good things you've been selling this week? Things that might be hidden for people?
That's just kind of random stuff. I haven't been listing a whole lot. I've been actually cleaning up. I've been trying to consolidate the old death pile room to have things more organized, which is always something. And I ended up I'm going through my Jerry Sloan stuff again. I still got a big pile of that haul, which has been just the everlasting, keeps on giving pile. But I saw, because I was going through, I bought some tickets and stuff this week. I found me a new spot to source,
Okay.
which I'm keeping to myself. But it's an online place where it's kind of like an estate sale place. We'll just say that. But I got some Daytona 500 tickets coming.
Oh,
I got them for like dirt cheap.
That makes more sense. You threw out on the text line.
Throw out some things.
I thought you were going to the actual Daytona 500.
No, just buying tickets.
Oh, absolutely.
See who won, if it was Dell Jr. or whoever,
You know that I would do that.
That's why it's just making sure sometimes you got to clear it out there.
Oh, no, for sure.
I'm in on this big lot, but it has a bunch of tickets, but I was kind of looking through. You can kind of zoom in. It's not the best organized, which is good for a reseller. I zoomed in, I saw Metallica from it was like the 80s a ticket or something.
Oh.
I thought, well, that's going to pay for everything there. So I'm getting back into the ticket train a little bit. I got some wrestling stuff. I always got wrestling stuff. That's always going crazy. But The Rock, Adam, you remember The Rock?
Dwayne The Walk Johnson?
He's back. He's on the board. He's participating now in the events. I got a bunch of Rock shirts that I need to get up and moving, because WrestleMania might be him and Roman. It's Cody's kind of getting screwed. People are a little upset. They want Cody, Adam. You want him to finish the story. But either way, he's the biggest star in the world. He's now on the board of this company, TKO, which owns the WWE. And in order for him to do well and get more money, he's going to go out and participate and raise the money.
Yeah.
And they were just got this acquisition. Is that why? Acquisition with this company called Netflix.
Yes.
And Netflix makes movies.
I'd never heard of him.
So a lot of speculation that this wrestling program is going to go there. He's on the board. They make movies. He's the world's biggest movie star. Maybe they'll want him in some movies at Netflix, so he's going to make more money. So I'm looking into Rock things. There's this set that's coming out in March from Leaf. Wrestling cards. They're going to be very expensive, but the bonus, the chase card is they got a few Rock signed cards in there. Mm-hmm. Signed him as Dwayne Johnson. It's been controversial. He hasn't signed a card since, I think it was the Scorpion King movie or Doom or something. So finding a Rock auto card is pretty much a lottery ticket. So hot tip to you guys out there, if you're interested, if you go out and here in a month or March, whatever time this comes out, Leaf, I think it's Legends of Wrestling or something like that. It's going to be a couple $100 or better for the box, but there's a chance of the Rock. So.
Insider tip, if I remember right, Scorpion King, I think that was filmed right here down in southern Utah.
I wouldn't put past him.
I believe that one was. So
I think, anyways, it's going back. He hasn't signed on a wrestling card
in a while
for decades.
I'm still
very limited at the time.
The Rock, I guess technically debut ticket for college football I had. It was at BYU, and when Miami, they wouldn't label it that.
Well, I think it's because he was injured.
Yeah,
that was his first season. Yeah, it was going to be his first. I just put it up there and say that's what it is.
That's what it was.
I mean, if somebody wants to buy it, they can. I'm still hot on tickets, and I know we've been talking about this for years, but it's not. The market hasn't matched. But when they do sell, they sell for good money. So it's always limited. I mean, I was going through some things. I got like the first game played at the Houston Texans Stadium. I got a couple of tickets for that. I got some tickets from a random Cowboys playoff game. I got to go see what they did that season.
They lost. That's just my guess.
More than likely, but I mean,
any time between now and 1993, they lost.
Maybe it was Emmitt Smith's last game as a Cowboy. Who knows? Or Troy. I don't know. But you got to go do that kind of research in that.
Yeah.
I was going through, because I buy out these lots of things. And you can get a pretty good deal. I got 2 Tina Turner tickets I didn't know I had.
Wow.
She's recently deceased, but she's, favorite. Selling Elvis tickets like we have. There's just
lots of opportunity.
Lots of ways to make money. So,
D-Roy, that's what you are. You're the king of making money, the controversy. So I told you we're back. So we're going to be on a regular basis at D-Roy. So that being said, there are 2 things in life that are for certain, my friend, and that would be
Deathpiles and taxes.
We're well within our rights to use this song. We're aware that preaching copyright is wrong. With lots of dedication, we've researched the legislation, and this music has nowhere else it belongs. Derek is the king of Deathpiles, and Adam does his taxes all the while. Deathpiles and taxes, selling stuff for files and taxes. No copyright infringement to be seen. Derek is the king of Deathpiles, and Adam does his taxes all the while. Deathpiles and taxes, selling stuff online in between. Deathpiles and taxes, no copyright infringement.